processes, procedures, pricing, and things like that in place. So I have a paid program. It's called the Interior Design Business Bakery. And we'll be telling you more about that next week. Actually, we're going to be doing a workshop that is a free 5-day workshop called Rolling in the Dough. I'll tell you more about that in a little bit, but because my business runs itself, I get the opportunity to come out here and help y'all on a weekly basis with just these little nuggets of business conversations. So that's what we're talking about today. What I would have told myself. How is it, Hallie? What I would have told my younger self when I was first getting into business? There's a lot.
Yeah, what I would have told myself when I started, I think, is the official title.
Thank you. Yes, the official title. I want to actually go back past. So I've been running my interior design business since 2008 is when I started it. Yes, the year of the giant recession. I got married, bought a house, market crashed, started the business, all the fun things. So I've been running my business since 2008. I stepped out of management in another industry and went full-time in 2010, was doing a lot of home staging and designing, decorating and stuff like that, and really dove into interior design in 2013, 14-ish. So I've been doing this pretty solid for 10 years now. I want to go back before I started my interior design business, because I actually had to go back and apologize to my previous employer. Okay. And what I went back and I apologized to him for is because I would get so pissed off when they would roll something out. Okay. I was placing accounting and financial professionals. Okay. I was a recruiter. So they would roll something out and it was just, it was like, this isn't finished. Like this sucks. This is not that great. Okay. So I had to go back and I would get so pissed off because I was in management and like my team and I would be like grumbly because they would just roll these things out. Well, the reason why I had to go back and apologize to him when I had my own business is because what I learned is that done is better than perfect. Okay. So done is better than perfect. You can go back and polish things. Okay. Get your website out. Okay. Done is better than perfect. Who cares if it's a GoDaddy website? Done is better than perfect. People can find you. Okay. You're not going to produce something ugly, babe. You're a designer. Okay. But done is better than perfect. Get your website out. Show up on the Instagram. Done is better than perfect. Sometimes it's even a design. Okay. Done is better than perfect, because if you spend like 18 hours looking for that little special snowflake that you think is just going to finish off the room, what if you're losing money because you had only budgeted 10 hours? Okay. Or the equivalent of 10 hours. So done is better than perfect. And in my experience, when I had a previous designer who was just searching for that special snowflake and wanted to get just perfect, that last item that she was hunting for, that's usually the one the client kicked back. So done is better than perfect. Okay. That's one thing that I really wish I would have told myself or understood. Because what you can always do is, if you're just starting your business, getting your website out there, you can go back and polish it later after you get some business. Okay. If you're starting a blog, just get it done. Nobody's reading it anyway. Okay. If it's brand new, nobody's going to read it. If you saw my first blogs, oh my gosh, I need to find a link for that. They are so bad, but done is better than perfect. Okay. Some other things that I would tell myself is quit chasing the shiny things. And what I mean by that is that when you take your time and invest in the items that you need to invest in. And by that, I mean, a computer, obviously, but like software. So when you are going to, like our project management software, okay, our item management software, we currently use Design Docs. Okay. But when I was earlier in my business, I just signed up for another program. It was a good program, but then I signed us up for another program and it wasn't such a good program. So then we were running this program and wasting so much time thinking that this was going to be better because it was a shiny object. And really, it didn't even do all of the things that my original one did. So that's what I mean by don't chase the shiny objects. Once you get a system in place, if it's working for you, keep it. Okay. Research and take time to figure out if you do need to chase that shiny object. But y'all, and it's like now there are so many resources on the market for designers. Go and ask, and the market has changed considerably since I started my business. You can ask other designers, like here in the Launchpad, you can ask questions and people are answering them. When I started my business, it was so super secretive. So go ask other designers. Okay. Another thing that I want to really put out there is be careful who you take advice from. Speaking of being in a forum, okay, like even here, the Interior Designers Business Launchpad. Oh, yay, Nicola, I'm so glad it's been helpful for helping you when you feel stuck. I'm really glad. Now, this is perfect. So I love hearing that. I want to caution all of you who are in my group, okay, the Interior Designers Business Launchpad, who are in a lot of the other Facebook forums. I'm in there too. I watch what's going on, but there's two people that I wish I wouldn't have taken advice from. One is somebody who doesn't know how to run their own damn business, okay? Because this shit is hard, okay? This is a very difficult place to be as an entrepreneur. Don't take business advice from somebody who hasn't walked in the same shoes. They might not be interior designers, okay? But at least like, and this person was my husband, okay? I love my husband to pieces. He gave me advice coming from corporate background, all of these things. And I'm like, it's not the same. It's just not the same, okay? So be cautious of who you take advice from, business advice. Also, in the forums, when somebody's giving you advice, how to handle something, how to charge for something, what works for them, make sure that they've got a credible business, okay? Are they a wannabe designer, or are they like a real experienced, been in business for more than a sneeze designer, okay? Because Nicola, there is some really good advice that goes on in here, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. I'm sorry if I'm not. There's some really good advice that comes in here. There's some badass people in here who are just like donating their time. And I'm like, I'm so humbled that these people are helping my people with great advice. And then there's others, I'm like, oh, honey, no, just no. So when you are asking and answering, just like hop over to their profile and see who they are. Okay. Do they have a design business? Are they flea market specialists? Like, what do they really do? Okay. So those are a couple things. I took advice. Now, granted, I love some of the podcasts that I listened to. That was great, but you need somebody who's got some skin in the game, some time spent, some battle wounds. Okay. So those are a couple of things. And then finally, the biggest thing that I think has been a game changer for my business and my mental health that I would really just want to, I wish I could just lay this in your heart so you could feel the same thing. And that is just be yourself. Okay. I came into this industry thinking I needed to be designery or a designer or something. Okay. Why? You are perfect the way you are. You bring your experience, your education, and it doesn't have to be interior design. Y'all, I don't have a design degree, but I bring my business and I bring my education and I bring, my quirky personality. Bring yourself to the table. Don't try to be somebody else. It is so much more fun to show up at work as yourself. Okay. It is so much more rewarding to have people work with you who love you. Okay. They hire you because they love you. It was exhausting to show up and think I needed to be somebody else. Okay. I was, as an example, what I mean by this is, I was marketing to the, what was it? Glamorously functional interiors for the busy professional. Okay. That was who I was marketing. That was my tagline. Provide glamorously functional interiors for the busy professional. And it wasn't congruent with who I am. Although I kind of like a little bit of glamorously functional. At the time, I was more I'm sorry to say it, I was kind of Z gallery. Don't hate me for that. I've grown up in the last 10 years. Okay. But I was, but glamorously, like if I'm glamorously functional, shouldn't I be showing up like in a high heels and maybe a dress or like something fancy? No, I'd much rather wear my chambray and my flats. Okay. So glamorously functional. And then I felt like I needed to show up a little bit more proper and probably pretentious and be a little bit more designery. This is not me. Y'all, if you've been here for any length of time, you know that's not me. Okay. There are some designers that are prim and proper and like bespoke. Okay. I'm not a bespoke person. I am like, that's pretty badass. I am not bespoke. I am badass. There we go. So be yourself. If you are bespoke, be glamorously functional, be all the things that you are. Okay. What happens is that our energy is magnetic and it's going to repel and attract, just like y'all. Okay. As a business coach, okay. As a business coach, that's what I do. I teach interior designers how to take their businesses from maybe 5 figures up into the multiple 6 figures with profit and passion. Okay. That's what I do. But the people who come into my circle, the people who join the Interior Design Business Bakery, they like me, they like my quirky, they like my realness, they like my, badass versus bespokeness. Okay. That's who hires me. Same thing with my clients. Okay. My design firm, we are not fussy or pretentious. We don't take ourselves seriously. We take our business seriously. We do not take ourselves seriously. Our design clients appreciate that. They don't feel judged. Okay. If I drop a curse word on occasion, they're not offended. In fact, they've actually told me, I trust you a little bit more since you just said shit. I'm like, well, shit, sign the contract. Okay. So in that respect, be yourself. When you show up and you're not acting like yourself, that energy is going to repel people because it's not your authentic nature. It's not your authentic energy. So dear Lord, I wish I would have been comfortable in my own skin a decade ago. I'm 53 freaking years old. You'd think by my 40s, I would have had that shit figured out, but I felt like an imposter coming into this industry. So let me just tell my younger self and y'all, be yourself. Be yourself. And that is the most fun that you can have, is when you show up to your own business as your own self. Own your badassness. Okay. Everybody has some. That's what I teach. And again, yes, this is a gratuitous pitch for my program. That's one of the first things we teach in module 1, lesson 1, is let's go through your badassness, because every single one of you has an experience that is going to benefit a client. But there's so many things that we take for granted because it's who we are. It's our second nature. Okay. And so many of us hide behind the fact that we're not a certified interior designer or whatever that is, licensed or educated or whatever. That's just a bunch of malarkey. So with that, find your badassness and own it. Work your way into it. Okay. And shout it from the rooftops. It's a beautiful thing. So those are just some of the key things. Done is better than perfect. Okay. Stop chasing shiny things. Just sign up for something, keep it as long as you can until you have time to potentially go back and make it more perfect or upgrade whatever software or whatever you have. Okay. Same thing with business coaches. Okay. I was talking, okay, I'm going to end on this. I was in New York City. I think I told this story last week because it just really pissed me off. I was in New York City sitting next to this sweet girl from Austin, and she had hired multiple business coaches and they just didn't deliver. So do your research when you hire a business coach. Okay. I can sell ice to an Eskimo. I'm not for everybody. Okay. There's so many options out there. Do your research before buying a software. Do your research before hiring an interior design business coach. All of these things, okay, that are an investment, time and money. Do your research and then stick with it. And I'm not going to say stick with it and make it work. You either one, shoot the dog early. Okay. And I'm sorry, I love dogs, but it's just like, just get rid of it, or continue to work the system. Okay. You got to work the software in order for it to work for you. You have to work the coach's program in order for it to work with you. And Ashley, girl, I don't have shit. And 2 out of 3 of my designers don't have degrees either. They have some great experience. Okay. So get out of your head. Okay. So there's don't chase the shiny, done is better than perfect. And third is be yourself. Okay. That's what I would have told myself 10 years ago. Be me, be me. So that's what I have. I want to officially invite you guys to our Rolling in the Dough workshop that we are having on Monday. Hallie, would you drop the link in on Facebook and in Zoom? Of course you would. Thank you. She just about beat me to it. Join us. It's Rolling in the Dough. It's how to qualify, quote, and close high-end clients while you are baking your profits into your project. It's a free 5-day workshop. I do open my program. Okay. So in all transparency, Thursday, after I get teaching some really badass content, and it is really badass. If you guys have been there, drop a note in the comments or in the chat. It's a badass workshop. I do open it. I share with you what the Interior Design Business Bakery is. We've got special pricing through the workshop and all of that, but you have a really awesome handheld concierge service level. You have a workbook that you get for the content. It's stuff that I've had coaches get pissed off at me because I give this away for free and it's better than some of their actual content. Humble brag, but I'm serious. So come join us. It's free. It is recorded. So if you can't make it live every day that you're there, you can go back and watch the replays. So I hope to see you guys there. I'm at Designed for the Creative Mind on the Instagram, and we also have a podcast of the same name. So come see us. I will see you guys on Monday, I hope. And then obviously I won't be going live on Wednesday with this little nugget because I'll be teaching. And then I take the next Wednesday off because I'm exhausted. So I'll see you in a few weeks if I don't see you in the bakery, in the workshop. Okay, I'm done talking. See you guys soon. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.